Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. This is a lot more different type of video than you'd probably be used to from me. Either gaming videos or they're talking about YouTube. Um, I'm I'm mainly making this video for myself. Obviously, if it were just for myself, it would be unlisted. But I want to kind of see if any of you have any advice for me, because I've been dealing with this mindset for the longest time, and I fucking hate it. And I want to remedy it, but I can't do it alone, and I'm not sure on any techniques or anything that I could do to improve it. And I've made like a short list of like different things I kind of think. This is mainly just so that way I don't go like, oh, I'll start talking about this and then I blend it over that shit. Right, and this is also going to be edited because of the fact that I don't want it to come across as, please give me sympathy. I want it to come across as, I've got problems, maybe you have advice for me to fix that. And yeah, let's get on. So the first problem is I always have this kind of self-defeated kind of feeling. Whereas if I'm not a success, my belief is if I'm not successful already, I'm clearly failing. It's not that I can't, like, the worst part is when I think about it, I can easily go, oh yeah, well, you can't instantly become successful. You have to work your way up. Just because you're not being successful now doesn't mean you're failing. But that's only if I really think about it. If I don't think about it, my brain automatically goes, well, you're losing subs. Clearly, you're not gaining a following and gaining friends that you'd like to talk to. Clearly, what you're doing is failing. You can't possibly be slowly getting up to that point. No. You must be failing immediately. My brain just... My instant reaction to not succeeding perfectly and instantly is, I'm failing. And I understand a little bit of why that is. I often punch above my own weight in terms of what I think I can do. For example, when I'm in my university course, I will come up with this amazing idea, this elaborate idea, like, oh, if we spend time and effort, we can do it. But I've also got to remember that we're students, we're not full-on big budget people. We can't make half the stuff that I want to make. And I constantly do this, and the thing is, because of the fact that usually these things take massive amounts of time, I can get past it, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand, I shouldn't have been aiming so high, because ultimately we can't make the thing that I originally had in mind. Whereas with YouTube, every single video has that cycle, except the cycle starts with the video being produced, and I'm like, yeah, I can succeed, and then after the video, it's like, it got 3 views. Why didn't it get like 700,000? I fucking hate myself. Clearly I'm failing. Even though obviously it doesn't make sense for me to get 700,000 considering the fact that I don't even have that. I have not even 1% of that in subscribers. I'm constantly self-defeating myself, and I'm not sure how to remedy this problem. So again, if anyone has any advice, I'd be supremely grateful. I need to change my mindset. Another thing is, my passion is directly linked to my sub count, and I know that sounds really selfish, but the way I'm looking at it is, I'm creating content for YouTube. One, if I'm really enjoying the game, it's good. I can play the game, I can record the game, and be perfectly happy with it. But then it comes down to, after the video is uploaded, if I'm only losing subscribers and not gaining them, I'm constantly thinking, why am I losing subscribers? If I'm putting so much effort and passion and enjoyment into my content, why am I myself, like, why is the channel losing subs? It's not that I'm bothered about the fact of getting a huge viewer audience, it's the fact that I'm more interested in making content that gives across that I'm entertaining, happy and passionate, when I think I'm being so in the video, and yeah, like I said, people are just unsubscribing. So as a result, my immediate thought is, it must be something wrong with me, and it can't be that the fact that people just aren't enjoying the content. And hang on, I went off topic, I'm sorry. Passion linked to sub count, sorry. Passion linked to sub count. So the thing is when I see like all these new people coming in, subscribing, that's for example the Castle Story videos, I got incredibly passionate about that because of the fact that I realised people were really enjoying it. People were coming from all across, like from all across like the Castle Story Discord, for example, just to watch me play Castle Story, and I was like, that's amazing. In fact, to this day, my most watched videos on YouTube are Castle Story, and I gained a massive amount of passion because of it. And now that isn't happening, and you can tell in the videos I'm not funny, very simply, and it's not fun to watch, not getting a lot of views. In fact, if anything, I'm losing subscribers, so that's the problem. Another thing that I need to get around my head is that my first instinct to people unsubscribing is it must be because of me, not because of it must be me that I must be the reason that people aren't subscribing, mainly because of the fact that people just don't like me. It can't be the fact that like they might just not like the content, they might not like the series I'm doing at the time. It can't be any of those things. It must be because I'm not fun enough. And it's destructive in its sense, because on the one end I could be like, well, they're just not subscribing or unsubscribing because they don't like the content at the moment. That's perfectly normal. But again, my brain's instant reaction is they're unsubscribing because they don't like you. You're not being funny enough. You're not being entertaining enough. What's wrong with you? And the problem is this instant reaction, it looms over me the entire time, even if I think it away. Even if I'm like, hang on, people might just be unsubscribing because of the fact that maybe they don't like the series, and then immediately it'll come back. But yeah, but it's because of you making that choice to do that series that people aren't subscribing. And again, obviously that links into the passion link to sub count. They aren't subscribing because of me, which means my passion goes away because of the fact that I'm getting passion from the fact that a bunch of people are interested in what I'm doing and coming to watch what I'm doing. And it's a vicious cycle. It absolutely sucks. Another thing is that it's not me who's entertaining. The entertaining videos on my channel are multiplayer based, and all the entertainment that people get from it is clearly coming from everyone else. This might not actually be the case, but that's, again, another thing my mind instantly goes to, which is, if I make multiplayer videos, they're funnier, but that's only because of the fact that my friends are in the videos, and it's not because of me. Whereas my single player videos, they're boring because it's just me in them. It's not fun, it's not entertaining, whereas the multiplayer ones are. And again, I can't tell if this is actually true or not, because the multiplayer videos tend to get more views, but at the same time, those views are mainly coming from the fact that the friends I make the video with are wanting to watch it, so that's like guaranteed 1, 2, or 3 views sorted, and then the next couple of views are probably subscribers, and that's about it. Like, it's just... It's constant belief that I'm not good enough to run this channel. Someone else should be running a channel that's better than this. In fact, people are running channels that are better than this. And I shouldn't be continuing with what I'm doing. But at the same time, I like playing games and hearing people's responses to be entertained and enjoying the game that I'm playing. And it just sucks. It sucks. Now on to probably one of the biggest problems I have, which is the constant belief that I'm destined for greater things, despite the fact I'm not, and as a result, I'm incredibly pessimistic. Now, what I mean by that is, growing up as a child, I played a lot of games where you were the main character and you had to save everyone. You were destined to become a superhero, and this, that, and the other. And the problem is as a child, I played a lot of these games, and it got stuck in my head. And then I became under the assumption that, like, the galaxy owed me something because ultimately I am destined to save it or something like that. And obviously, this isn't... That isn't quite my mindset. It's more based around the fact that if I'm putting in effort and time, like everyone says, I should be getting something out of it. I should be rewarded for my time. I should be destined to become the biggest YouTuber because I put time and effort in my videos. I record. But clearly, that's not the case. I know that that's not the case, and I know that 99%, 99.9999999% of YouTube channels won't make it above like 1,000 subscribers, and I should know this, and I do know this, but my mind's first reaction is, you're destined for greater things, and yet all you're doing is throwing it all under the bus because you suck. And again, there's nothing I can do about it. It looms in the back of my mind, and it's something I can't get rid of, and it's consistent all of the time. Like, I'll get myself hyped up in the morning. I'm like, yes, let's get some fucking videos recorded. And I'll get on video, and I'll get on my computer, get recording. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you know, really into it. And then by the end of the video, I'm like, right, well, that's everything sorted. Let's render out. And as I'm editing it, I'll be like, this is boring. This is just boring. No one's gonna like it. But I'll upload it anyways on the off chance someone does. And then when I don't get a lot of views on it, like all my videos, I ultimately am crushed because of the fact that I thought that I should have gotten better. I always feel like I should be doing better than I am, despite the fact that that might not be warranted. I feel like I should be doing better, despite the fact I am I should be doing, basically, in terms of golf, I feel like I should be getting holes in ones, despite the fact really what I should be aiming for is pars. So I should be aiming to get at least the average amount of views, and then I should be happy, as opposed to what I am doing, which is I'm assuming I'm not being happy until I reach over the average amount of views. And the problem with that is 90% of the videos don't reach the average amount of views. Usually they reach a bit lower, but that's because of the fact that the series they are. Depending on the series, some videos get tons of views, some views don't. And I should be looking at the average amount of views for that series and seeing how many views the average amount of that series has, as opposed to what I'm doing, which is average amount of views on the channel. What's that? This series is getting less? Well, clearly it's not because of the fact that it's just a less popular series. Clearly it's because I'm playing a game and no one likes me playing it. And it's all flawed logic. Like, I know this, but I just can't get it out of my head, and it doesn't leave me alone. And like I said, if I get hyped up in the morning, it pushes the thoughts to the back of my mind for like an hour, maybe half an hour at max. And then the second the hype has died down, I'm back to myself, and I've lost passion, and I lose will to keep on going, but I do it anyways because at this point I'm so used to it that I don't know what else to do. Anyways, yes, I know this has been a very depressing video. Hopefully things will change and I can get a decent mindset pronto. I'd like to thank you all for watching. You might have noticed that there's no like links or anything down below. That's mainly because of the fact that I didn't want this to be one of those videos where it's like, oh, people are clicking on it because they're interested to see what I have to say and all about my mindset and what's so wrong with it. Let's sell things. Yay. I'm not like that. This is genuinely just a video where I just needed to talk and vent and get everything out there, because I want to kind of not only make this video for myself so I can kind of look back at it and go, right, that's where I'm going wrong. I also want to be making this video so that way other people can understand where I'm coming from and why I have a certain kind of thought process and potentially help me. Because I know that the fact of the matter is this channel isn't based around giving me therapy, and I understand that and I respect that, but I can't do anything. I can't do it. I can't afford therapy, and even then my first reaction is I don't need therapy. It's not an actual problem. Get over it. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here. Well, it's not an episode. I'll just end this video here. So, bye.